Okay, so there is a few problems already. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. I hope you're all staying in and washing your hands and staying safe and staying occupied. One of the things I'm doing to stay occupied is I am experimenting with wiring mods, etc. Learning a few things, learning some new skills. So, in the previous video I did the Gilmore mod, which is like the 7-way switching thing, with a little toggle switch, which I did on the Glarry guitar. Sorry. Which put a little switch here. So we can have this pickup and all three pickups together, as well as all the other combinations. And somebody in the comments, I can't remember who it was, but you know who you are, challenged me to do a mod where you have a separate volume for each pickup. Which will bypass any switching. So I'm going to go and do just that, and then we'll have a look at the tone possibilities and the pros and cons of it. See you in the workshop. Here's our scratch plate out of the Glarry. As you can see, this is the mod we did last time, and I did replace the volume pot for a better one. So as this is going to have 3 volumes, I'm going to replace these 2 as well. I've got one here and I've got one here, so we're going to have an upgraded pots, if you like. So let's get on with it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all the wires off, take these pots out, put the new pots in, and then start from scratch. So you know which lug I'm referring to. I'm going to call this one number 1, number 2, and number 3. So like on this one, lug number 1 has to be connected to the actual pot itself. So we're just going to bend these 2 lugs in and do a solder bridge across there. So just basically like that and like that, and then just do a quick just so they connect like so. So now each hot wire from each pickup has to go to its own volume. So I'm just going to disconnect this one here, and then I'm going to wire the green to there, the red to there, and the purple to there. Obviously these wires are not doing anything right now because we are actually bypassing the switch, but I'm going to leave them there and I'll just tidy them up and put them out of the way, because I may put this back together yet as it was. Next thing to do is we need to connect lug 2 to lug 2, and then lug 2 to lug 2. 2 to 2 to 2 to 2, and then I'm just going to ground from there to there, from there to there. Now one thing that I noticed that didn't work is putting this pickup, the neck, into lug 1 didn't do anything. There was no noise on this one. All the others worked, but when I put it onto lug 2, they all work. Don't know why. I can see there's going to be some problems with this already, but I'm going to put it back together and I'm going to show you. Okay, so there is a few problems already. One is obviously I've put bigger pots in, so the scratch plate no longer fits down flush, but I can sort that out later. There is a grounding issue which needs to be addressed. It's not, you can just about hear it. I've got a noise gate on, but you can kind of hear it buzzing in. This is with all the volumes up, so it's the 3 pickups, and you can take the middle pickup out, not a problem. Bring it back in. They don't exactly blend, so they're either on or off. It's pretty much like that. There's no like blend of tone at all. Now if I turn this one off, which is the neck, sorry, you lose all volume altogether. So if I want just this pickup on, you have to turn it up slightly, just a little bit. But you can't get it completely on its own, which is a shame. Whereas the other way, if I turn this one all the way off, again, no volume, but you turn it up very slightly, you do get this pickup pretty much on its own. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to take it back to the bench and see. There is something else I want to do. There's another way of doing this where I can have volume, and a master tone, which may be a better way of doing it. If any of you guys, and I know a lot of you guys are much more knowledgeable than me, I'm just sort of fumbling my way along here, just learning as I go, have anything else I can do, because it would be really nice to have volume. I quite like the idea of that. Obviously this is all disconnected and there is no tone control, but I'm going to try this other one, and then we can have a comparison and see what I like better. Rightio, so we're back on the bench. I need to wire this back up using the switch, etc. So we're going to have a volume, and a master tone. So I'm going to take this pot out, probably put the old one back in, purely because then I'll be able to screw it down properly without butchering the guitar. Pickup 1 has to go to lug 1 on the volume 2 over here, like so. Because I keep soldering and resoldering, it's all getting a bit messy. So that's onto there, like that. And then this pickup has to go to lug 1, and this pickup goes to lug 3. Anyway, long story short, I ended up replacing the switch with a Fender one because I was getting through it, and I thought, you know what, I might as well just get rid of this switch. It's not a very good switch. When you keep soldering onto it and then taking it off, it's just all falling to pieces in my hands. So it's now got a nice Fender switch in it. There is a diagram. Literally all I did was follow the diagram exactly to get it to work. You could do the same if you wanted to. Okay, back on the lamb cam. So I've done this mod. So what I've got now is I've got 2 volumes and a master tone. This volume here works the bridge and the next position and the middle position, and then this one here works that position and the neck. Not really seeing a lot of point in this at the moment, but it all works as normal, apart from you can blend these two, which gives you some interesting tones, and I'll demonstrate if I can. So that is just the neck, which is this volume. If we move it into that position there, we get use of the 2 volumes. They both work independently. If you turn either one of them off, it turns the whole thing off. But what you can do is you can kind of blend them a little bit. Either way. Which I quite like. And that's really it, basically. I'm not sure if it was a bit of a waste of time or not. Yeah, sounds pretty decent. You can get some interesting tones out of these 2 positions here. Obviously, the other upside for me doing all this is I'm slowly upgrading this guitar. I've got some nice CTS pots in there now and a nice Fender switch setup and all that kind of thing. I thought the tone was a little bit more crunchy, but I don't know whether that's because I'm, replacing, upgrading components as I'm going. Don't think I'm going to keep this mod though, so we'll just carry on experimenting. I did want to keep the 3 volumes. I thought the 3 volume was a good idea, but it just sounded naff and it didn't really work. So if anybody's got any ideas on how I could make that work, let me know. That'd be really cool. So I'm still waiting for my Dipsy switches to arrive, my DPDT switches, so I can do a different mod as inspired by the Lamb check out his channel, link in the description. So anyway, if you like this kind of video, then do like, comment and subscribe. I'm just trying to keep myself occupied through this lockdown and try new things. Hopefully it's entertaining for you. Hopefully it will inspire you to do something. I'm learning as I'm going. So only one more thing left to say, and that is peace until next time. Cue the jingle.
1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.